Sometimes video games can be challenging, or have secrets that a first time player would never know about. And while nowadays there are countless guides and videos online on every video game you could ever want to play that will tell you the best way to get through them and tell you all of their secrets, I'd like to take you back to when one of the primary ways to obtain information was through physical official game strategy guides, by playing through Dark Souls, but only using the information, direction, and advice provided by its official strategy guide, to the letter, not using any of my own experience with the game, or even basic common sense. We start in the Undead Asylum with the Pyromancer starting class. Now you might wonder, did the guide say the Pyromancer was the best class? No. As a matter of fact, the guide has no example builds, no real suggested path as far as leveling, nor does it explicitly recommend any one class. The guide rarely recommends specific weapons or spells, so all decisions related to our primary class, weapon, and armor are actually going to be coming from the pictures provided by the guide of the guide maker's playthrough, which clearly shows us selecting the Pyromancer class for the start of the game. We quickly make our way to the Asylum Demon and are introduced to the first boss page. Every boss has a page or two dedicated to telling you its stats, abilities, attacks, whether or not a specific attack will track you, and whether or not you can parry a specific attack. Keep that in mind. You'll come to a ledge overlooking the room where the Asylum Demon awaits. From here, you can jump down with a plunging attack to instantly strip away almost half of its HP. Don't wait too long or it'll attack you. Once you are down and have begun the battle proper, you should move close to the Asylum Demon and begin to attack it. Stay as close as you can while strafing around the demon, using only 1 or 2 attacks at a time. Yep. And stick close to you. Stick close to you. 1, 2 attacks. Ooh, okay. Stick close to you. 2 attacks. Watch out for that attack. Stick close to you. Stick close to you. 2 attacks. Definitely feel like I can get more than 2 hits in, but you know, it's working. Let's go. We make our way to Firelink and go over the few things the guide does actually say about leveling. Intelligence and Faith past 50. Vitality, yes, okay. Once you have Vitality at around level 40, you'll begin seeing much lower gains for every point assigned to it. So, Vitality soft caps at 40, fair. However, it then goes on to add, if you're only playing through the game once, then you won't need to get your Vitality much above 20, as you'll want to use your points on other stats instead. And that's really all we have for, like, specific build leveling notes. Okay, so first off, yes, we also need to grab the Morning Star, as it very clearly shows that we switched that out for this. Hopefully we switch you out for something better fairly quickly. Boss Taurus Demon. Strategy. Although this boss can inflict a lot of damage, it has quite a low HP and most of its attacks are easy to see coming and avoid. Add this to the fact that you can use the environment to your advantage. It can actually be quite a simple battle. When you first walk through the fog, go up the ladder to the right and kill the 2 undead soldiers at the top of the tower. Once that is done, go back down and walk along the bridge until the Taurus Demon appears. And then run back towards the tower, okay? Wait until the demon is directly below the tower, and then walk off and use a plunging attack to inflict a large amount of damage. While the beast is recovering, you should try to maneuver past it so that you can climb the ladder again quickly, and then go for another plunging attack. Pyromancy and magic can also be very effective against the demon, and allow you to get some easy hits in while you're luring it away from the tower. Well, that was a throw. I'm just fucking on point with these. I almost missed that. Fucking hitboxes. Oh, this was a mistake. Maybe it wasn't. If you're just gonna do that. Tank the hit? No, we don't. Let's go. And don't you worry, the guide very much wants us to talk to Solaire. Solaire?
Ah, hello. I am Solaire.
Now, it wasn't just the bosses that the guide gave us advice on, it was also the common enemies that littered the world. When you're ready, enter the area with the boar, but head over towards the staircase on the right. The archers at the back will start firing at you, but they cannot hit you here, and the boar is also unable to get you in this small area. The boar's heavy armor makes using conventional means to fight it rather difficult. Instead, try to lure it into the nearby fire pit to inflict a lot of damage. Keep repeating this until it is dead. How the fuck do we get you? Okay, that worked decently well. Okay, except the part where I get stuck. But the part where I get stuck. Okay. Yeah, that works decently well. Alright, now let's go kill those archers. After that, the guide advises us to make our first visit to the blacksmith and to use the elevator to create the shortcut between Firelink Shrine and the gargoyle boss fight. As we approach the gargoyles, now seems like a good time to introduce two aspects of the guide that will affect the playthrough. One are the 3 pages of the suggested path for how to handle all the NPCs in the game, which will be brought up later on, but at the moment, it, along with the main walkthrough section and boss fight page, all either show or direct us to summon Solaire for this gargoyle fight. And secondly, the fact that the enemy section of the guide, which features the boss fight pages, and the main walkthrough are separate sections which often display different weaponry. And throughout the playthrough, I will be reserving the right to use any weapon displayed in either section. So despite just upgrading the Morningstar, I will be using the halberd for the gargoyle fight. Alright, just checking. 99. I mean, it's not better than the upgraded Morningstar. There we go. Yep, I got you, Solaire. Alright, before we do that, though. Gargoyles, what's going on with that, buddy? Strategy. This battle takes place on a roof, so you must keep away from the edges at all times to avoid being knocked off the building. Beginning of the fight, aim all of your attacks on its tail to slice it off and gain the gargoyle axe weapon. The easiest to do with the gargoyle is using its flame attack. Once the first gargoyle is around 50% damage, 50% health, a second one will appear. Fortunately, the second one will only have around 50% health. Concentrate all your attacks on this one, so you aren't overwhelmed. The enemies are weak to spell attacks, so if you find yourself with a spare goldbind resin, be sure to use it. Fuck. Oh, stay off the edge. Solaire, good job distracting him. I'm going to go for his tail now. Okay. Oh, the second one's here. We're focusing everything on you. Yep. Good job, Solaire. Talk to this guy. Learn a gesture. Ring the bells. Alright, I don't remember what this guy sells, but the guy doesn't tell us to specifically buy anything from him right now, so I better not have to come back here. Not gonna lie, at this point, the guide was getting us through the game perfectly fine. Yeah, I didn't know some exploits and tricks that were not found till well after the launch of the game, but that was understandable. It was pretty much a day one guide of the game, and surely it wasn't gonna start fucking up now. The Capra Demon is not such a significant threat on his own, as evidenced by him appearing as a normal enemy later in the game. However, he is here joined by 2 undead attack dogs, changing the dynamic of this battle considerably. The staircase on the left of the room can also be used to your advantage, because it allows you to reach the top of the archway that the demon can't access. While on the top of this platform, you will only have to contend with the two dogs as the Capra Demon tries to attack you in vain from below. Where's the other dog? Okay, you're not supposed to be able to touch me up here. Are you... Ugh. He can't get you if you're on the archway. Alright, need you guys not stop being dicks, please. Okay, I need you not to be able to hit me from up here. Oh my god. Once the Capra Demon is on its own, it becomes a much more manageable fight. Most of the demon's attack can be easily blocked or evaded, and you don't really have to be wary of the power slash. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Holy shit, fucking finally. I hate that boss. With the Capra Demon behind us, we went to check on our Goldie boy. I don't think he's down there. Is he supposed to be? Okay, now you're finally here. Okay, cool. Yes, thank you. Yes, and for some reason we're not going to kill you. From there, we make our way to the depths. Reverse being hollow, because it does want us to potentially summon Solaire for this fight. Even though we don't really need it. Very useful ring. Yes, it is. There are some very useful items to be had in this area, including the Ring of the Evil Eye. Okay, so it does specifically mention we kill the Channeler. Okay, I was worried there for a second. That would have been really bad. Get fucking wrecked. Let's go. Okay. Yep. Okay. Whew. That got out of hand. We have a mild problem. Honestly, yeah, let's Homeward Bone, and then we'll make our way to the Gaping Dragon. Fuck! Yeah, that's about right. Well, I see you. I fucking see you. What do you think you're doing, huh? Just because I'm trying to find a page in a book doesn't mean I don't notice you. Gaping Dragon time. Although, I don't think I've ever done summons for Gaping Dragon. When you first enter the battle, be sure to focus all of your attacks on its tail. Slicing it off will remove the tail whip attack and also gain you the Dragon King Great Axe. Afterwards, stick mainly to its side or rear, as they are the safest areas. It will use the jump attack to fix its position, but stay persistent and sprint back to the safe spot and attack. The Gaping Dragon will spend a lot of time recovering after using its charge and stomach slam attacks. So be sure to wield your weapon with two hands for increase in attack power. Alright, let's go, boys. Oh, look, he's so tiny. Oh no, he's a big boy. Summons. Okay, never mind. Summons don't really work. Oh, there they go. Oh, come on. Alright, do I need to get closer? Who are you landing on? Okay, I would like it if you guys, like, came down. Now, despite the summons refusing to enter the arena, we were handling the boss fight just fine. Until we weren't. Fuck. Are you shitting me? Okay. Okay, is this like a you guys are just too dumb to get, like, down thing? Okay, you made it down. Solaire. Okay, you're both here. Oh, fuck me. There we go. Okay, why don't understand why this didn't work last time. Are you guys doing anything? There we go. Okay. You're gonna do your taunt? Yep. No, you're spitting. Oh, perfect. We're not gonna blow this by getting overzealous? I mean, the summons kind of helped. They distracted him long enough for me to get the tail off without having pine resin, but that's pretty much about it. Okay, we're going... Okay, so we immediately just go to Blighttown. Also no mention of, you know, going through the Valley of the Drakes for the shortcut, but you know. And are we still using the goddamn Morningstar in this section? Yep. Although we do have a different armor set. We actually go through 2 different armor sets in this section, but neither of them stop Blighttown from being Blighttown. Are you fucking... You stupid motherfuckers and your blow darts. What the fuck? Of course that just happened. Of course everything that just happened just happened. No. Are you... Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Rest up on it. Yeah, so before heading to the Great Hollow, you should clear out the area. Or you should continue through this area and clear out the Quelaag's domain. No shit. We've also switched armors. Strategy. You are better off going for an all-out offensive in this battle rather than trying to guard Quelaag's few attacks that are blockable. For this reason, switch to two-handed weapon as soon as you begin. You want to stay as close to Quelaag's front and side at all times. The nearer you are, the less likely it is that Quelaag will use her Lava Spew attack, which will render large areas of the battlefield unusable. Stay close to the front of Quelaag, slightly to one side, and try to wait for her To initiate her triple slash, this is a great time to move further down her side and attack as much as possible. While you are close, if you see her raise her leg, it's either a fire burst or leg stomp attack. Either way, move back out of the range as fast as possible. If you stay near the rear, you will even be less likely to get by her lava and sword attacks, but she will be more likely to use fire burst. And cut to the boss fight now. We're gonna just pretend I saw her legs rise. Ooh, fuck me. No. Is that panic rolling? Fucking chug Exodus. Alright, go, go. Holy shit. Am I stuck here? I'm stuck. That was going so well until I got stuck. About to say I can't see you, but you're turning, so we know we're good. I love how it asks us to watch out for her legs raising to notice this attack and not literally her body slumping over. Go. Let's fucking go. Alright. What's next? Are you kidding me? After Quelaag, your path to the second bell will be a clear one. To follow the stairs around to the small chamber and pull the switch on the other side of the hole to ring the bell. Before ringing it, however, decide whether or not you want to let Lautrec kill Anastasia at the Firelink Shrine, because he will do so as soon as you ring the bell. I cannot stress. Now, while this guide does generally reference the fact in the very beginning that you can disrupt NPC quest lines by killing them, this moment, right now chronologically in the walkthrough section, is the first time the guide has directly acknowledged that killing him before he kills the Firelink Shrine lady is actually a good idea or even a choice. It does not tell you to do this until after you would have beaten Quelaag, meaning, at this point, if you hadn't already made the choice, you would have to go all the way back through Blighttown, or at the very least through the fucking Drakes, the Valley of the Drakes, and then come back at this point if you wanted to not do that. To which I say, go fuck yourself. You set us on this path, and we are committing to it. I would just like to add that after this, I combed through the book, all 380 plus pages, and even found a PDF of the guide, which I searched through, and I cannot stress enough that what I just read was the only time in the entire guide that the fact that killing Lautrec might be something you want to do is brought up, and that includes the pages dedicated to telling you about these two characters and how to interact with them throughout the game. If you have the ability to warp, you can use the bonfire here to get straight back to the Firelink Shrine. We do not. Otherwise, you need to backtrack manually all the way back out. Now you'll notice the word backtrack, not just go back to Firelink Shrine or go through Valley of the Drakes. No, backtrack, as in go the way you came, as in through all of Blighttown, through the depths, through Undead Burg, all the way back to Firelink Shrine, which we are going to do. Hello, Firelink. We're back. And while we're on the topic of going back to things, the guide wants us to go back to the asylum. The main thing here is have your shield out at all time to block the big explosion it does, and just weave in and out of its blast range, hitting it as much as we can. So we're going to be one-handing throughout the most of this boss fight. And if you're wondering how fighting the Stray Demon with the Morning Star not holding it two-handed went, well, it went. For a while. Are you shitting me? Holy shit. And once the Stray Demon was done, we grabbed the doll and made our way to Sen's fortress. Grab you. Where we finally changed out the primary weapon the guide was having us use through the walkthrough. Ooh. And Lightning Spear. You are about to be our new main weapon. Iron Giant. Or Golem. The main thing I want to bring up about the Iron Golem fight is that the guide seemingly did not acknowledge his off-the-rip air slash attack in any way, shape, or form. Just didn't talk about it. It's not listed in the strategy. It's not listed as one of his moves. Just not mentioned. No mention of this whatsoever. Get fucking wrecked, you dumb bitch. Isn't it like 50,000 souls, too? It's a ridiculous amount. Oh, 40,000. Okay, yeah. This brings us to Anor Londo, on the path to what many consider to be the hardest boss fight in this game. Which we would do next if the guy didn't have us do Painted World first. However, we'll make quick work of the Painted World and Priscilla, as our new weapon, the Lightning Spear, makes it easier to track her while she's invisible. It also helps that despite being a day one guide, that it does know that Priscilla being invisible is part of the boss fight and not a glitch, and thusly tells us to watch out for her footprints. There we go. I didn't get your tail. Yeah. With Priscilla dead, there was only one thing we needed to do before Ornstein and Smough, which was to finally kill Lautrec. What are you doing? Okay, what are you guys doing? This one's actually referring to you, because the last one was referring to myself. Well, that worked somehow. I did not get a lot of souls from that. Okay, Ornstein and Smough. This fight will be very challenging, you don't say. As you will be battling two enemies at once, you will need to keep an eye on one enemy while focusing your attacks on the other. Ornstein's attacks are much quicker than Smough's, but are easier to block. Focusing all your attacks on Ornstein is easier than Smough, as Smough is too large. As Smough is so large, you will be able to see his attacks and not be caught. You kill Dragon Slayer Ornstein first, Executioner Smough will power up, getting a new attack. Smough's weapons will now be coated in lightning, making all of his attacks inflict lightning damage. Executioner Smough takes greater fire damage, so if you have any spells or fire weapons, be sure to use them to do extra damage. Okay, so rundown. We're summoning Solaire, all three sections, the walkthrough, the NPC suggested path, and the boss fight section all have Solaire being summoned. Focus Ornstein first. Second phase Smough, who is extra vulnerable to fire apparently, so just let loose of the pyromancy. That's the plan. Also, both the boss section and the walkthrough section both have us using the Lightning Spear, so that is a weapon we will be using. Come on, buddy. We're about to die. Alright, Solaire, come on. Why do you have lower health? Is there a lore reason for that? Did you get that fucking dropping off the staircase, you dumb motherfucker? Oh my god. Separate, separate, separate them. Once again, the NPCs aren't really doing anything, but annoying me. Although if you could come over here. Nope. Oh, fuck. I thought you were coming back towards me. This is explicitly not how we wanted this to go, although Solaire is dealing decent damage. Okay. First try, because now we can use fireballs. Oh, why are you there? Why are you there? Valere, you did good. Okay. I'm gonna fucking lose this fight. God, what I would do for the red Tearstone ring right now. Are you shitting me? Look, it was the first try. We almost beat it. So, you know. Surely it won't take too many more tries. Fuck me. Okay. You and me, buddy. You and me. I was gonna try to time the roll for that. Deep breath, deep breath. Fine. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we need separation and we need full health. No! Oh. Oh. I was feeling myself too there. Okay, can we get you to not fall? Alright. Hi, we're here. Yep, yep. We're here. Yes, walk forward. Walk. No, forward. There. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, we're good. Jesus Christ. Gotta hold your hand, Solaire. So, a thought just occurred to me as I run back to the boss. These two are considered one of the hardest boss fights in the game, and essentially the gatekeepers for the late game. This is, despite gold pine resin being a thing, and being used generally as kind of an easy mode for bosses in the early game. Furthermore, Ornstein throws around lightning throughout the fight, And furthermore, their second stage is entirely about them becoming supercharged with lightning. So my thought is, are these two bosses resistant to lightning attacks? You know, the thing my weapon uses? The weapon that all sections related to fighting this boss picture me using against them to defeat them? Alright, you're dealt with. You're dealt with. Pyromancer. Pyromancer time. Oh, okay. Solaire? Solaire? Tank, please. Oh, fuck. Remember, I went through a whole thing. Okay, that seemed to do no damage for some reason. Okay, now we're cooking. Like, it's not bad damage, it's just not something I would ever risk doing without an assistant. Remember, the double back rolls is... Don't do the double back roll against that attack. Don't do the double back roll against that attack. Alright, double up on the spear. Once again, I'm fairly certain he's lightning resistant, so I'm so glad we're using the lightning spear against him. Let's fucking go. Oh. Yep. Thank you, Solaire, you beautiful sunny boy. When the fight is over, you need to go up one of the elevators and go into the room above to meet with Guinevere, who will give you the Lord Vessel. What does it say we do with Guinevere, though? Oh, you can kill her if you like, but it's not necessary. She only has 1 HP and will die in a single strike, but doing so will plunge Anor Londo into darkness, which removes nearly all of the enemies. Thank you. Wait. Meaning you can't fight them any longer to gain souls and item drops. And killing her will anger the Firekeeper Lady the Darkling, who will then hunt you down while you're in Anor Londo and attack you. Another thing that killing Guinevere does is open the Dark Moon Tomb at the lowest level of Anor Londo, but killing Guinevere angers the Resonance Deer. They are Gwendolyn, and you'll not be able to join Gwendolyn's Covenant, although you can still fight Gwendolyn if you choose. All things considered, it's best to let Guinevere live. God damn it. Alright. Alright, we're keeping Mama alive. Sup? Yes. You have now been revived?
I am Anastasia of Astora. Now I can continue. I only hope that my impure tongue... Forgive me. I am in... Please, leave. I wish.
Okay. So glad you were dead for no reason for a while. Now it's at this point that the guide's walkthrough actually directs us to go to Darkroot Garden. Now the main thing here is pretty much we just progress right through and go to the Moonlight Butterfly and grab the ember that's there. So we're just going to proceed under us not buying it. Oh wow, look how good of a weapon this is against fucking things that don't resist lightning. Man, what a lot of anti-poison stuff. It's almost like you should come here before going to Blighttown. Man, it's almost like I was supposed to do this section way earlier. Okay, we fucking grabbed the grass crust shield, baby. Oh god damn it. I got distracted by the phone. Hello. Well, my grandma needs to come over and lift shit, so hold on. Oh, hello. If you have yet to face Havel the Rock, you should take the trip up the stairs at the bottom of this area and use the Watchtower basement key so that you can get through the door into the Undead Burg and fight him. Okay. Oh, I was like, where the fuck are you? Okay. Sir, we need you to not. And we're now in behind you. You're done. Okay, so technically we were supposed to fight Sif. So yeah, if you didn't think we were fighting Havel late enough, we were technically supposed to go fight Sif first. Just use a shield, except for 2 of his attacks, in which case roll backwards. Don't bother chasing after him because he's so fast and comes after you, you don't need to worry about that. And also, try to use the different... Also, give Sif the high ground, because apparently if he's on higher ground than you, most of his attacks just straight up go over you, which I'm very interested to try that out. He seems to be on the low ground right now. So we gotta fix that. Alright, I feel like... Okay, this is a good indication. No, that definitely still hits me. Like, I don't feel there's a significant high ground. Like, there's, like, obviously an incline in this arena, but it's not that big of a difference. Oh? Oh, is that what you meant by high ground? Sir, can you... Fucking... Aww. Look at the poor baby. Little shithead. Come on. I didn't realize how much worse he gets if you let get really low. Yeah, obviously, what you're actually supposed to do is you just roll into his ass and get under him, and you just start laying into him. There's no reason to be dealing with a shield. Also, while we're here, because I kind of am debating whether or not I should go level up my lightning spear. Do we keep using... What do we end up using for Gwyn? That's a great question to find out. What weapon are we using for Gwyn? Okay, we've switched to a sword by the looks of things. And is that hold through for the walk... Wait, what? I have just noticed something about the Gwyn section, but we will get to that way later. From here, the guide has us go through the Valley of the Drakes to pick up the Red Tearstone Ring and the loot around the Undead Dragon. We're out. Oh, we're not out. seems like we're supposed to head to New Londo now. New Londo Ruins is a cursed area where the ghosts of fallen warriors roam freely. To hit these ghosts, you must either become cursed or use a cursed weapon such as the Jagged Ghost Blade. To become cursed, you must use the Transient Curse item for a temporary effect, or you can become fully cursed by the Basilisk in the Depths. As long as you have a Purging Stone to use before the boss fight, becoming fully cursed gives you a little more freedom and allows you to explore this area without worrying about time. You know, if only it had been mentioned that I would have to buy this from you, you know, when I first ran into you, so I wouldn't have to come back. You wouldn't mind? I'm intentionally trying. Please. Thank you. Yeah, so the guide says to put on, like, armor that has great magical and physical defense, and then pictures us using the lightning spear. So we're just base tanking with Havel's armor with the lightning spear, which will work. Which works fine for this boss fight. Let's go! Thanks for that. Okay, next is to the Duke's Archive, which requires us to go to Anor Londo, I do believe. Now, the guide's plan for dealing with Seath was pretty straightforward. Essentially, you can't block any of Seath's attacks, so just go two-handed and go full-out offensive, and position yourself in between one of his side tails and his rear tail, where he can only hit you with two of his attacks. Pretty standard, makes sense. The problem comes in with the fact that despite the guide's strategy of positioning us in a way that only two of Seath's attacks can actually hit us, one of which being his tail-based attack, it does not direct us to cut off his tail, a strategy that I feel would have paired well with a stand where only two attacks can get you, one of which being his tail attack. Okay, frame rate, please. Oh, that's his tail one. That's his tail one. Back up, back up, back up. Okay. What do I do if he just keeps doing his tail one, huh? Now, all that aside, Seath having or not having a tail was not our biggest problem during this fight. No, our biggest problem in this fight is that this playthrough was done using the original Dark Souls PC port, the Prepare to Die edition. Why did I use this instead of the remastered? Two reasons. One, the possibility that the guide would have exploits that would have been patched out of the remaster, and two, the fact that when Dark Souls Remastered came out, it got its own official strategy guide, and I have plans at some point to do that as well. So I used the Prepare to Die edition, which despite being a 10-year-old game, actually over a 10-year-old game, being played on a modern PC, had some issues during this fight. Holy frame rate. Oh, his explosion. His explosion. Fuck me. And now he's doing his tail thing. That's an explosion, explosion, explosion. My frame rate's about to die. I need you to chill out for my FPS sake. Let me in. Alright, I gotta be finished. Gotta be in between to finish it. Let's go. With the Duke Archives behind us, it was now time for the Catacombs, which the guide had us make a divine weapon for. Good. The bad is, though, that of all the weapons that could have been made divine, the one pictured was the battle axe. I have to admit, usually I don't bother with, like, divine stuff, and I just, like, you know, bring in the normal weapons and just deal with it. It makes this section so much easier. It almost seems unnecessary to kill you guys with a divine weapon. Holy shit. Alright, gonna be honest with you guys. After reading what I just read, I'm considering dying to Pinwheel for content. So, the Pinwheel boss strategy says to run in, guns blazing, attack Pinwheel as much as possible. All good. However, it then says, in the event that Pinwheel manages to create clones of himself, and that you then happen to hit the real Pinwheel while running around attacking all the clones, if you hit the real one, the guide says, and I quote, ignore it and move on to a clone to ensure you keep their numbers down and only have to deal with the real one most of the time. So, if Pinwheel lives long enough to clone himself, and you find the real one, ignore it, kill all the clones until it's a one-on-one fight. Furthermore, the text of the guide says divine weapons are quite effective against Pinwheel. I'm not sure about that. Now, the boss page does show the lightning spear, but I legitimately want to do an attempt with the divine axe and see if they've managed to make a way to die to Pinwheel. Now, if I do, I'm just going to run... The second attempt's just going to be me running in with the lightning spear and destroying him. But I kind of want to see if we can actually die to Pinwheel. I feel like... Okay. Kill the clones. Kill the clones. Pretty sure that's the real you. Gotta kill the clones. Not moving. Oh. Oh no, we're in a one-on fight. No, we're not. Fuck me. How did you manage to make Pinwheel hard? Fuck me. Answer. Require you to kill every one of his clones the second they spawn, and not target him. Also, I don't think the divine weapon was the call there. I think the lightning spear would have done more damage. Oh. We'll even entertain your bullshit. Actually, this is now currently one-on-one. Yeah. Okay, well, it was. Yeah, fucking divine weapon bullshit. Go fuck yourself. Hello. Okay, so let's do a rundown. I'm supposed to talk to you. All right, talk to you. Talk to Rhea. Kill Vince and Nico. And then that's it for this section as far as NPCs go. Okay, that I haven't already fucked up.
Good day. What are you doing in the catacombs? Yeah, well, there's a stash of... I found it first, but, well, I owe you for all that, well, go on.
Just out DPS? Fine, we'll just out DPS you. Okay, go back. The fun fact, we don't kill Patches, we just talk to him again.
You weren't so... Well, no matter. You loud...
Okay, maybe not. Okay, I could have sworn we're just supposed to have a nice conversation with you and talk, or did I fuck up by saying I was a cleric? If I did fuck up by saying I was a cleric, I would like to note the guy did not warn me to not say I wasn't a cleric. Okay, so Patches is now dead. Once again, guy does not read like he's supposed to be dead. But once again, the only thing I can think of is I was supposed to say no when he was asking me if I was a cleric, and the guy made no mention not to do that. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. How do we deal with Nito? During this battle, Gravelord Nito will be surrounded by an army of undead skeletons. Trying to fight Nito while being attacked by the skeletons is very difficult. You must deal with the skeleton enemies before trying to attack Nito, or you will be overwhelmed. When you enter the area, hold back and wait for the skeletons to come to you. Begin the fight to fight them while listening for the scream so you know when Gravelord Nito is about to use its floor stab attack. The skeletons will resurrect when you kill them, and you will have to kill them with a divine weapon to stop them from respawning. There will be a couple of giant skeletons enemies further back. Kill them with your divine weapon so they don't interrupt you when fighting Gravelord Nito. After you've defeated all the skeleton enemies, you can focus all of your attacks on Nito. But make sure to listen for the scream so you can dodge the long-range attack. Skeletons. Oh, goddammit. Yep, watch out for the scream, dumbass. Once again, trying to run. Die. 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 69, nice. With Nito done, it was now time for... Alright, Ceaseless Discharge. There's no way this thing knows the exploit. If this thing knows the exploit, we're immediately doing it. Okay, let me tell you. There's an old saying. When you assume, you make an ass of you and me. And I assumed that this guide would not know the easy way to insta-kill the Ceaseless Discharge. And I was completely right. The Ceaseless Discharge will begin to attack you once you have looted the armor set in the area. During the fight, it is best to stay close to the edge of the cliff. This will make it easier for you to run past the slam attacks when he begins to use them. Don't run too far back or the enemy will start to use long-range slam attacks, which will damage you by a large amount. Okay, we're using some form of club. It also mentions that using the armor you pick up when you start the fight is a good choice. So you're using a club. What's the best? Is that the cursed club? Hold up. Yeah, and the walkthrough shows the axe, so fuck that. A cult club? I mean, there's a club with a symbol on screen. And I don't think I have a better club. Wait. So you were supposed to have... God damn it. Okay, hold on. Fuck it. I completely forgot what the name of the armor was. Hold on, two-handed. This might take a while. Okay. First off, let's get the actual armor it wants on. Fuck! No! Oh. Okay. Oh, so close. It's not a double hit. Not double hit. We're good. Wait, just go. Or not. He's dead. He's dead. Oh. Holy shit. That was so stupid. Fuck you. Fuck your cutscene. Alright, now what does this stupid game want? Sorry, stupid guide want? Guard the valuable Chaos Emerald. Yeah. I'm not Chaos. The Chaos Flame Ember. The Chaos Emerald. Yep. Well, I see the axe and the lightning spear, so we're switching back to the lightning spear. Okay, use the same... So the Demon Fire Sage is so similar that we should just use the same strategy for the Silent Demon, which, as I recall, was hug its butt and hit it twice and then circle until our stamina fully recharges. We might hit it a couple more times than twice, though. We're going to be fully honest here. We're done. Okay, Centipede Demon. Surrounding area makes this fight very difficult. There are only a handful of safe spots as the rest of the area is covered in lava, which will kill you in seconds if you try to walk over it. As soon as you encounter, you must wait by the entrance. The enemy will begin to use its extended punch attack. Dodge these attacks accordingly. After a while, the enemy will begin to move closer to you, to your location to attack. Once its position is next to you, focus all your attacks on its tail. After enough hits, the tail will cut off and become an actual monster. It can only attack you with its body, which can be easily blocked or attacked by moving back. The tail does not have much health, and after you kill it, you will gain the orange charred ring. This ring will decrease the lava damage you sustain. Quickly equip the ring so that you can traverse the lava, then run to the area in the middle, as it's the largest safe spot in the area. Here you will have more room to move around, so you will have an easier time rolling under the centipede demon's attacks. Alright, since you are in the large safe spot, you may unequip the orange shard ring for a ring that you prefer, as you will not need it for the rest of the fight. Just remember to re-equip it if you need to walk over lava again. From here, avoid the attacks of the enemy and counter with your own. Okay, so it wants us to stay still, cut off the thing's tail, equip the ring, run into the lava, into the center of the arena, then unequip the ring and replace it with something different. Here's what's actually going to happen. We're going to die on our first attempt, but we're going to cut off its tail and get the ring, and then we're just going to walk into the arena with the ring the next time. That's what's going to actually happen. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, we got the ring. See, just like I said. Oh, that was your tail. Let's go. So, you know, exactly how I thought it would go. Which finally brought me to Bed of Chaos, which honestly wasn't too bad, as the guide had shown me the hidden bonfire, so the run back wasn't too bad, and the fact that the guide told me to walk calmly through the boss arena was kind of funny to me. Okay, can we not be stuck here, please? Thank you. Calmly. Calmly. Calmly? No, the main thing I actually want to talk about with this section is I love that this guy just full on just assumes you will never die and makes no like mention of like the difference that results that may occur as a result of you dying and coming back. Yeah, as mentioned there, the guide throughout the entire walkthrough makes no reference to changes in boss setups, rooms, or just in general in any way factors in the possibility that you might die at any point. Now, while this might be in keeping with the guide's tagline, prepare to die less, this does lead to it failing to mention that your progress actually gets saved even if you die when you advance in the Bed of Chaos fight. I will say that the guide's presumption that you will never die was something that really first came to my attention after defeating Seath, when it assumed that I would still be able to go back where Seath killed me the first time and would still be able to pick up my bloodstain. However, despite this gap in game knowledge, we were eventually going to make our way calmly to the final part of the Bed of Chaos fight. Okay. Yeah, fine. Whatever. Alright. Is go to Anor Londo, kill Guinevere, and then fight Gwendolyn. That would be here. Hi, you. Not personal. Can I just firebomb you? I just fireball you, actually, for saving stuff.
Thou that tarnisheth the Godmother's image, I am Gwendolyn.
Dark Sun Gwendolyn was pretty straightforward. Block his physical attacks, roll under his magical attacks, beat his ass. Let's fucking go.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
And with every other boss dealt with, we headed to Gwyn. Strategy. Oh yes, so we need to discuss this. As I mentioned earlier in this video, every boss fight has a table where it tells you, where it lists all of its moves, and it tells you what the attack type is, can you parry it, can you track it, and generally like a description of what speed it is. Now, don't know if you guys know this, but you actually cannot parry any of Gwyn's moves. Okay, strategy. The final boss of the game, Gwyn, is an incredibly skilled swordsman wielding a mighty flame greatsword. Surviving this battle will come down to you recognizing the subtle differences in each of Gwyn's sword strikes, sword attacks, and evading or blocking them before countering accordingly. Many of Gwyn's attacks can be guarded, but since they do big stamina damage, you must be selective in what you guard. In addition, he also inflicts fire damage, so this can still penetrate your shield's defenses. You'll need to be constantly sidestepping and rolling at the correct times. Keep moving and attacking selectively, healing if you ever drop below half HP, so no redstone strats. Below 50% heal? Okay. I need you to stop. We're below half health. We're also like... Fuck me. Back up, back up, back up. Alright, still above half health. No, no, we're not. God damn it. Once he's on you, though. Why? That's not the way I wanted to roll. He gets on you and he just stays the fuck on you. If you see him go for the choke explosion finisher, roll under it and attack as he recovers. No. Okay. Are you... Okay. You know, to be fair, I was supposed to roll into that. I was specifically told to roll into you when you fucking start doing that shit. I hate your... The fact that I was told to roll into that is insane. Oh, I locked on. Again. Stop. How do you... I'm locked on. How are you missing? Now, despite the guide telling us we couldn't parry any of his moves, we shouldn't try to block any of his attacks, and we should roll into his high tracking grab, it did give us something great. It let us use the Black Knight sword as a weapon, which I was finally able to get for one of the respawning Black Knights of the area. A weapon that generally staggered Gwyn every 2 hits, and would ultimately bring this run to an end. Holy fucking shit, we did it? Alright, does the guide say anything about what ending we pick? Okay, after defeating Gwyn, you will need to make one final decision that will affect the outcome of your journey. If you touch the bonfire that appears in the arena, You will choose to become one with the flame and trigger the link the fire ending. If you walk away from the bonfire and try to leave the area, you'll be choosing to keep the power for yourself, and by doing so, we'll get the Dark Lord ending. Outside of personal preference, neither ending has any direct consequence, so simply choose the one that most suits your taste. You know what? Finally beating this game. Using this guide has put me in a very good mood. So even though I am very much dressed like a Dark Lord, let's get the good ending. And with the end of the game comes the end of this video. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'm happy you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please give it a click so you can see the future videos you might enjoy. And I'll see you guys next video.